Today in Atlanta, Georgia, we've got everything from World Cup controversies clogging contracts to a historic high-rise under siege. I'm Dean Bark. Welcome to the City Report with Dean Bark, your daily rundown of Atlanta's latest. All right, let's dive in. First up, Qatar World Cup trafficking allegations delay Fulton sewage contract. So, a lawsuit was filed by 38 Filipino construction workers back in October 2023. They're alleging forced labor during the Qatar World Cup. This is a big deal because it's holding up the contract to operate sewage treatment plants in North Fulton County. And let me tell you, that's one of the priciest contracts around here. Now, if you recall, 3 years ago, a major plant released excessive E. coli into the Chattahoochee River. Not a memory you want to relive, right? Anyway, there's a public meeting scheduled for March 29th about expanding the Big Creek Water Reclamation Facility in Roswell. Mark your calendars, folks. The insight here is that this lawsuit sheds light on ongoing concerns about labor practices in international events. And honestly, international scandals shouldn't be draining local resources. Moving on, next up, judge orders Fani Willis to pay $17 million in Trump prosecution defense costs. An Atlanta judge recently ruled that Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis can't contest a whopping $17 million in defense costs. This relates to the halted 2020 election interference case against former President Donald Trump and his co-defendants. Talk about a pricey court battle. Fani Willis plans to appeal the decision, and, this could have a major financial impact on the district attorney's office. Not to mention, it might add another layer of legal complexity to the whole affair. I mean, legal fees like these could bankrupt a small country, let alone a county office. Let's pivot to the next story: historic Atlanta condo transformed by short-term rental controversy. Over at the Landmark Condominium, a historic high-rise in downtown Atlanta, residents are clashing with short-term rental investors. The investors now outnumber the full-time residents, and it's causing quite the ruckus. Frequent fire alarms, noise disturbances, and even legal threats. Sounds like a party no one wants an invite to. The condo's HOA board is dominated by these rental operators, and as you might expect, that's led to some internal disputes and tension in the community. The rise of short-term rentals is really shaking up community dynamics and housing markets. When short-term gains eclipse long-term harmony, everyone's left wringing their ears. All right, next topic. Downtown Atlanta clears homeless encampment ahead of World Cup. With the World Cup approaching, Atlanta's cleared a homeless encampment under the I-85 overpass near Grady Memorial Hospital. The place was overflowing with trash and human waste, posing significant public health concerns. Cleanup efforts were a major operation, removing concrete barriers and waste. This site was just over a mile from Mercedes-Benz Stadium, which is pretty significant given the city's gearing up for the World Cup. Major events like this often push urban issues to the forefront, but sweeping problems under the rug doesn't mean they've disappeared. Shifting gears, last up, civil rights icon Bernard Lafayette Jr. passes away at 85. Bernard Lafayette Jr., a giant in the civil rights movement, has passed away at 85. He was a founding member of the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, and played crucial roles in desegregating Nashville and organizing voting rights in Selma. Lafayette worked closely with Martin Luther King Jr. and participated in major campaigns like the Freedom Rides and the Poor People's Campaign. His legacy is monumental. Lafayette's legacy won't fade. It's etched into the foundation of justice. That's all for today on the City Report with Dean Bark, straight from Atlanta. Keep your ears open and your spirits high. See you tomorrow.